everyone. Today we're going to be playing Siralim Ultimate again. I just cracked a knuckle again. Thanks for the hydrate redeem, Space Mousy. I do in fact have water here today. As well as soda, which I probably shouldn't be sipping on, to be honest. Because my pills are kicking in as we speak, and I'm gonna be really zoomies soon. So I don't need the caffeine. um, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah. Wait, nope, I still don't have it. um, yeah, we're gonna be playing Siralim Ultimate again today. Yeah, drink your water, Korgoth. It's a monster taming dungeon crawler, for those who have not seen me stream it before. I have almost 470 hours in it. I am in post-game, of course, and, that being said, post-game in this game is, very expansive. There's a lot to do in this game, even after you finish the main story. I believe the main story takes like 20-25 hours to complete. In my opinion, if you don't have hundreds of hours to spend on this game, you can still enjoy it. But if you do have hundreds of hours and you're looking for another game to, pardon me. If you do have hundreds of hours and you're looking for another game that will last you a really long time, this is the game for you. If you like monster taming, team building, theory crafting type things, and dungeon crawlers. It's very grindy, but in my opinion, the grind is the fun. It's not a vehicle to get to the fun, if that makes sense. Let me just check our, like, projects and all of that stuff. Okay, just blah, 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 blah. Basically, all of our projects, it looks like, need arcane dust to be completed, which we complete by doing quests, or acquire by doing quests, basically. So we'll do some quests. Let's see, what else have we got? We have, oh yeah, we're about to do a very, very, high-level boss, a very high-level, post-game boss, and that's, I think, all. Well, let me check on my currencies real quick. How much brimstone do we have? Not nearly enough to start a new team, so we're just going to use the 2 teams that are actually functional that we have, and to do some grinding for more loot. So I've explained this before, but for people who don't know, when you go into a new dungeon floor, or a dungeon floor that you've already been to, it's like all randomized and stuff, you get to pick these realm properties at the top right, which are just challenges that will apply to that dungeon floor. By the way, let me know how the audio is, guys. But yeah, so these challenges will make the floor much harder, but will give you a big bonus to the amount of loot that you get. So like, here we can, if we do like 1 challenge for this realm, you can see the item bonus on the bottom right is like 31%, so we'll get 31% bonus loot. If we go all the way up to 5 different challenges, we have, wait, what? 297? Yeah, okay. I like to have above 300%, but that's close enough that I think it's fine. You can re-roll the realm properties that you are going to deal with, because they are random, and you don't get to see all of them. In fact, we can see that there are 5 hidden realm properties as well, which we won't know what they are until we get to the dungeon floor, the realm, as it were. So, let's see. Enemies will resurrect on death. They're strong against sorcery creatures. Monsters will get tired faster, rapid fatigue. Allies can only have 1 buff at most. We have less attack damage. And enemies are fused, which is just like, I think that's anytime, yeah, anytime you, select any, like, challenges, enemies get, like, fused and blah blah blah. And then, this realm, one of the realm properties is False God, Caliban the Unredeemed. That just means there's a big boy boss at, this dungeon floor, which we will be fighting for prizes. And that's one reason why I want the item bonus to be so high, is because, the prizes we get from these bosses are really good, so we want to, like, multiply them as much as possible, I guess. Okay, so here we are. We are at the sorcery realm, the realm of the deity. What is this guy called again? Zont, I think. This is Zont, god of wisdom, or it's Zonta? I don't know. I call him Zont in my head, and out loud now. So each deity you can earn favor levels. We're level 31 in gaining favor with Zont at the moment. Each time you gain favor with them, it adds new items to their deity shop. And also it gives you blessings such as, the most recent the one that we got was increased view distance. So it's easier for us to push back the fog on this dungeon floor, or this dungeon type. Then, you know, on the previous, so like, yeah, okay. So the first bonus we got from gaining a favor level with this deity was, when we interact with potions, they inflict a random debuff to enemies. So that is pretty nice. Actually, I think you start off with favor level 1, so that's just like innate. Anyhow, you get various bonuses from increasing your favor with a deity of a particular floor type. So we just got a trait material, which just gives a passive to the creature you equip it to, essentially. After this creature attacks, it deals 70% of the damage dealt to adjacent enemies. So that's like splash damage, essentially. Just grabbing these cauldrons, because they give a little bit of currency. And when you grab these little telescope thingies, they give favor with Zont. So you want to grab all of those, so that we can get more bonuses, of course. I'm not going to go over like, what all of the loot is. Especially, like, the very common loot. And, like, just all, like, even this trait material that's a bit rarer, I'm not going to go over all of those, just the ones that I find interesting. I was telling, Korgoth. Oh, Space Mousy has redeemed Hydrate again. Thank you, Space Mousy. Got some water. I was telling Korgoth before I started streaming. Uh-oh. These books are alive and they're going to attack. Okay. I was telling Korgoth, before I started streaming, that this game is, like, a lot. Capital A, capital L. There's a lot to process with this game, and if you're a new player who's never played before, especially, you know, or if you've never played before and are watching this stream, it's very hard to tell what's going on, and I'll try to explain everything that I can, one at a time, but obviously some of it is going to be very hard for you guys to understand what's going on. But yeah, I'll explain all of the important stuff. Alright. Or at least I'll explain the important things one at a time. I knew books were dangerous, says Korgoth. Yeah, books are bad for you now, I guess. It's not true. Read, children, read. Read books. Or ebooks. Or regular paper books, I don't know. Dude, when I was a kid... When was I talking about this recently? When I was a kid, I loved reading. And one of the ways I really got into reading... Hold on. 50%, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, that's fine. One of the ways I really got into reading was, when I was in, like, elementary school, and this was, like, in the suburbs, so I don't know if, like, I don't know if kids in, like, areas that were not super rich had, like, programs like this, but anyway, we had this program at school, which was just, basically, like, you would read books and, like, turn them in, and be like, hey, I read this, and, you would get points for each book that you read. And then you could turn in your points for prizes. And one of the prizes was, like, Pokemon cards. And I was very into Pokemon when I was a kid. Not that I'm not now, but it's just, like, very into it. So I binged every single book I could and got really good at reading. And all of the moms were like, are you sure you read all of these books? I was like, yeah, I can tell you exactly what happened in every book from start to finish. So that's how I got really, really into reading. Korgoth says, I like celebs reading to me. I used to read all the time. I mean, you know, I'll research stuff for the lulz. Yeah, no, I get you. So the end of that story, I guess, is that I don't read anymore. Maybe just because I don't have, like, as much of a, like, incentive to, but I think I just fell out of the habit, and now it's not something that my brain is programmed to do, and I have a really hard time focusing on it and enjoying it. Ooh, we got a That's not even good. Never mind. I was gonna say we got a rare item, but it was not super great. We can just dismantle it later for resources though, so it's not worthless or anything. Um, but yeah, I was a reader when I was a kid. And actually, so one of my, like, adult friends, I'm an adult, I'm 28, but, like, one of my, like, when I was younger, I don't know, one of my friends who has kids, yeah, that's worth it. One of my friends who has kids, one of her kids was really struggling with reading. He hated it. And I think part of it, oh, nice. I think part of it was because schools are very like, you need to read or else, but they don't, I mean, they do one size fits all because they have to, because there's so many kids. But that results in a lot of kids just hating reading because they're like forced to read, and like kids are forced to read as punishment now. It's crazy. Like they're like, if they do poorly in school, or like, you know, like if they misbehave in school or whatever, you'll just be sent to the corner to read, and it's like, you can't do that. You're gonna make kids hate reading. So anyway, the TLDR of that story is, I ended up recommending some books for her kid to read that were like, they were like, he was into Pokemon too. And I was like, there's Pokemon books. Why don't you have him read Pokemon stories, right? You know, like they're meant for kids his age, the ones that I was recommending, and they're like actual books, right? So he ended up loving reading, after I like recommended a bunch of like YA and like younger kids, like not younger, but like a little bit less advanced than YA books for her kid to read, and like he loves it now. Anyway, let me read your message, Korgoth. We had to do it just to get grades toward English class. They made it a chore instead of a reward. Yes, that is exactly what I'm talking about. 3 buffs, top timeline. Yeah, we'll do that. Why not? It's gonna be a terrible idea, but oh yeah, so this trait material gives your creature a passive that I think we have on our team currently. So the passive says your creatures take 1% less damage for every 1% of health they're missing, up to a maximum of 50% damage reduction. I believe we do have that on one of my creatures. Let me check. I don't think it's this one. Nope. Wait, hold on. I swear we have it on one of my creatures. Who is it on? We don't have that on anyone. We should have that. Let me make a note real quick. Because I have this notepad document, or like notepad... I want notepad plus plus, you dumb computer. I have a notepad plus plus document that's just like... Hold on, let me just type this, like... Use a bad and... helmet, exclamation point. Because that is a really good trait for the team that I'm using, so I should incorporate that into my team for sure. But yeah, just making reading a chore rather than, like, a fun activity is something that I think, like, really makes kids suffer these days, and is bad for literacy. I mean, like, I understand that they can't, like, give special treatment to every child who needs to learn in a different way, I guess, but, like, it's still a flaw of public school system, right? I mean, like, you know what I mean? Like, just because I don't have an answer for it necessarily doesn't mean I can't point it out as, like, an issue that needs to be solved. But it is an issue that needs to be solved for sure. So right now we're basically choosing additional challenges for the boss itself. Which the harder the challenge is, the more like bonus loot it'll give once we defeat the boss. And then we can also take modifiers that make the boss easier but don't give any additional loot. It doesn't like reduce the amount of loot you get. It just, like this one, it says you get 0% added to the reward pool, but it afflicts the boss with 1 debuff at the start of battle. This really sucks, we're not going to do that. We're gonna take, it has 50% more defense for plus 15% rewards. Let's see. Korgoth says, weird question, Bear. What's the contribute towards cult totem? Is that for Cult of the Lamb? Yeah, it is, actually. Let me see if I can get rid of that real quick, because I didn't realize that. I thought for some reason if I wasn't streaming Cult of the Lamb, it would go away. Hold on a second. Thank you so much for pointing that out, by the way. I believe I can just, disable that real quick. I think. Extensions, my extensions, deactivate. So, if you feel like doing so, refresh the page and let me know if it's still there, I guess. Because I think it should be turned off now. But yeah, we can't actually make use of that right now. Oh yeah, so the boss room is right here, but there's still a few things I want to do in this dungeon floor, this realm, before we do the boss and finish the realm. So, and theoretically, we could just like fight, like we want to fight this guy, and we could fight them after we fight the boss, but uh-oh, the creatures are attacking us. Oh gosh, whatever shall we do? But I'm worried that once we finish the realm, I'm just gonna forget to fight that guy. And also, if we lose against the boss, we won't be able to. I mean, we'll be able to try again and fight him again, but then we wouldn't get extra prizes. It's still there, but you won't use it. Okay, it might take a hard refresh instead of just quick close open. Okay, I might also not be able to like disable/enable while I'm streaming or something like that. I'm not sure. But again, thank you for pointing that out to me. Oh, and there's 2 rooms down here where we could get. Hi, Canoe! Thank you for the summer egg blast. Dude, it's not gonna be summer anymore before you know it. I'm gonna have to, like, make a fall egg blast or something. Hi, Canoe! Hi. Have you just woken up? How was your sleep? I hope it was good. I hope everyone's sleep was good last night. It's almost spoopy season. Yeah, I'm gonna have to make myself some pumpkins or something. Ooh, you know what I was planning to make actually was candy, and you guys can throw candy at me? That would be awesome. I would love that. That was my idea. I was like, I could put that in my shop, but I don't think anyone would use it because it's like, I mean, some people would use it, but I don't think it would be very popular because, like, you have to have tits or K-bonk for that. T-I-T-S or K-bonk for that? I don't know. Do people call it tits or, like, T-I-T-S? I don't know. But you have to have one of those for it, and a lot of, you know, it's just a small percentage of VTubers that have those and use them, so it's like, I was like, it won't be as popular of an item. But if I'm making it for myself to use, now it's more attractive. Yeah, candy. I want to do, like, little bits of, like, fun-sized chocolate and, like caramel, not like caramel, but, like, hard caramels, that kind of thing. Or, like, what is it? Not hard caramel. What am I thinking of? You know what I'm talking about. There are actually, yeah, hard caramels, yeah. Like, or like butterscotch, that's what I'm thinking of, like butterscotch. That would be awesome. I would love to have some butterscotch thrown at my head. Yeah. Butterscotch candies. You're gonna have skulls, dismembered limbs, etc. Oh my gosh, that's spoopy for sure. Are you gonna get those somewhere, or maybe I could make some more, like, skulls and pumpkins and shit. And then you could use those. Maybe I could do that. Just don't go too gory, Canoe. Korgoth thinks Twitch might get freaked out. I know, yeah. Probably don't go too gory. Just, like, you know. Could always just do, like, zombie limbs. Like, you know, like, stitched together green limbs, but there's no blood or anything. I think that would be fine. If not, I can make some in 3D, says Canoe. Ooh, okay. You have tits, right? You have the Twitch integrated throwing system, right? So, for some reason, I first thought that, that tits was not compatible with 2D items, but it totally is. What are we doing again? Oh yeah, we're using Clayman on ourselves. Look at all of the HP we're getting. We're getting so much HP. Everyone's getting HP. So much. Okay. We're actually gonna use Clayman on this guy as well and just give him a shitload of HP. Max HP. That is so much Clayman. What the fuck? There's so much Clayman right now. Okay, hold on. Let's look at everybody's max HP right now. So this guy has 18 million. Next guy over has 17 million. Alright, 23 million on the elephant. 14 million on the walk-in. 24 million on this eel dude. And on this guy, 32 million! That's so much HP! We have so much HP right now. We're not gonna use Desperate Sacrifice yet. What we're gonna do is use Acid Rain. Canoe says, oh, I think I'll stream today, and if you're cautious, you can test out the new chicken attack. Yes, please, I can't wait for the chicken attack. I can't wait. That was such a fantastic idea that I can take 100% credit for, because it was my idea. I mean, you implemented it though, so, you know, credit to you for implementing it. Okay, now he has 100 million HP. That's very nice. 100%. Yeah, that's my idea. Just for funsies, let's use Good Fortune because... Oh wait, we're limited to one buff only in this realm. I forgot about that. Which, we have more than one buff, but I think the buffs that we have are just like buffs that we automatically always have or something, so that's why we have them. Insert yodeling here. Yeah, Korgoth. So Canoe has a redeem that's just plays chicken attack audio, and I was like, hey, what if you made it so that when you redeem the chicken attack audio redeem, it also throws chickens at your head. So Canoe has done that, and I'm very excited to test it now. I'll just do another Acid Rain, to be honest. Just reduce that defense. Fuck yeah. How much damage are we doing to him? We are doing like at least 10 million per hit. That's kind of awesome, not gonna lie. Just because I don't want to die, we're just gonna use Necromantic Armor as well. I mean, I don't think we're gonna die. I think we'll be fine, but... And it throws a lot of chickens. Did you... I think the best graphic... What graphic did you use for the chickens? Did you just use, like, stock image of chickens or something? Because I think it would be neat if you used cuckoos from Legend of Zelda. That's my new suggestion. That's my new suggestion, I guess. Yeah, we'll use another Acid Rain, why not? I think it's actually this guy's only offensive spell or something like that. How much damage are we even doing? I can't tell because the text goes so fast. Which, it doesn't... about 11 million on a crit there, so... 12 million on a non-crit. Interesting. But, normally the text doesn't go that fast. I just have my settings set so that everything goes super fucking fast in this game right now. Korgoth asks, does at least one chicken have a ninja mask like in the video? That's a good idea too! You should have to... It's a 3D one, says Canoe. Did you make it yourself or grab it from somewhere? Let's see, I'm actually gonna use Drain Life on one of these things because I want our creatures to, like, our creatures deal more damage at low HP, but also I'm worried about them dying, so I just want them to have 100 million HP and all of that nonsense. Oh man, now I need to change the model, says Canoe. For the ninja mask. Oh my gosh. I'm going to real quick get a drink of water while my monsters are beating up this guy. Okay. We have stopped beating him up, and now we're going to... Should I... You know what? I'm gonna use Abundance, to be honest. Wait, no. I don't think we need it, to be honest. Then again, we could use Clayman and just make this creature fucking absurdly lots of HPs. Like, I don't think we're in danger of dying at this point, but just in case, right? Just in case. Also, just for number get bigger. Number get bigger is fun. Alright, let's see how much HP does he have. Almost 500 million HP. It was a free asset, but now I want to add a mask, says Canoe. Okay, you should do it. Do it! I mean, if the original artist gives you permission and that kind of thing, because I know some like, I don't really care that much if people modify my assets, and I say that, I think I say that in my coffee shop. Like, if you want to recolor shit, recolor it. As long as you're not like, oh, this is now my art because I recolored it, you know? Don't take credit for that shit, no. But, like, I know, I guess a lot of artists are just like, don't modify my art in any way, which is fair, to be honest. Like, I don't know I don't know if there's like a big reason for it beyond like, I don't want people to, you know, like, be like, hey, look, I made this, or whatever. Or like, for their, like, I wonder, like, there could also be, like, maybe somebody modifies your art in some offensive way or whatever, and then it's like, oh yeah, this is the artist I got the art from, or something like that. Anyway, I'm not sure, like, it's valid, but I'm not sure what the reasoning is behind it for most artists, if that makes sense. Not that you need, like, fancy reasoning or anything. Anyway, so, like, what I'm saying is, I don't care if people modify your art, but, like, what? What? That's insane. I didn't realize. Well, hold on. What does it do? The heart defends itself. Huh. Okay. So it just revives everything else, I guess. Interesting. We're just gonna keep buffing my monsters, I guess. To get them to deal more damage. But yeah, so what the TLDR of what I'm saying is always respect artists' wishes. That's it. That's all I have to say. That's really pretty much it. Just gonna keep killing these things. 59 million damage per hit. That's wonderful. That is just lovely. Okay, that part is dead for sure. I don't think the body heals itself when it revives the other parts. I assume it does not? Question mark? But yeah, if there's like no terms that's like don't modify this, absolutely put a fucking mask on that. Put a ninja mask on that chicken. Come on, dude. It didn't heal itself, did it? I didn't fucking see. I hope not. I hope not. Dude, these just so much fucking damage going out right now. Oh, yo, we got our first billion HP creature. Well, I mean, not ever. I've had, you know, I've had that before, but 1.62 billion HP, yo! That's awesome. And that is current HP as well, so we can just use Clayman and make him even more lots of HP, I guess. Alright, how much HP do you have now, buddy? How much HP do you have now? 3.8 billion. I am absolutely out of control, aren't I? Literally out of control. Okay. Now we're gonna hit the body. Just hit that motherfucker. Don't fucking butthole. Don't butthole. Don't do it. Oh my god, he's not taking damage. Okay, there we go. So it went to the bottom of the timeline because it died and then revived. Okay, yay! We beat it! It was... Oh. I thought I read a Twitch message that was new, but no, it was just the same message that I've been reading for the past 5 minutes. Alright, so when we defeat a very late game boss like that, we get this little orb thingy, and when we go up to the orb, we get to choose from a random selection of perks from other classes. So, golf clap. Wait, what was the golf clap for? Oh, for defeating the boss. Okay. Anyway, so my character, you can have like a character class that will influence... Canoe says he DM'd me what the stock chicken looks like. Alright, let me see this. It's so cute! It's so cute! I love it. For some reason I was thinking of like a voxel, kind of like, or like low poly chicken. They're very adorable though. So, I'm currently playing the Blood Mage character class, which gives you a lot of very interesting benefits related to HP. Let's see, let me just... Aha, here we go. Your creature's damage with attacks is based on 50% of their maximum health instead of their attack. Yeah, so, and same with casting spells is based on health instead of intelligence. So these are, no matter what creatures I have in my party, these are perks tied to my character class. Actually, even though I'm a blood mage, I can take a certain, like, I can take 5 perks from other classes that are not blood mage. So, as an example, what are some good ones? I think Hell Knight has a good one. Aha! Your creatures take 1% less damage from attacks and spells for every 1% of health they're missing. And that doesn't have a cap, it looks like. That's crazy. So that's why I don't have a Baden helmet. Hold on, let me adjust my document. because of All Night perk? Okay. So anyway, I can take five perks from classes that are not Blood Mage, but I have to unlock those first. So, like, for example, Deadly Calm. This perk I cannot use because I haven't unlocked it yet. This perk just says enemies can't provoke. Okay, so we're about to get a random selection of perks from other classes that we can unlock. Let's see what we get. We got Arcane Power. Don't want that one. Death Mastery, Even the Odds. Spells. Let's see. No. I don't actually think any of these are good for my Blood Mage class. Ooh, trick slots are more powerful. Interesting. Proficient. Ooh, Proficient is actually pretty good. Huh. Proficient. It just gives us more stats, essentially. Creatures deal 20% more. Blah, 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 blah. Even the, okay, hold on. Spell slot. Actually, this is pretty good. I'll take that. I'll take Hidden Hand. Basically, just the spells that are slotted into my creature's equipment have a bigger chance to be cast when they attack or spell or whatever the fuck. Alright, and you can see we got 2 pages of rare treasure here. We actually have more treasure that we got. I just have the game set so that I don't have to see... It like, removes the, like, common treasure from this list and just displays it on the left side of the screen afterwards. Okay, so... See if any of these are good. Oh, look! What? River of Being. So this is a decoration I can put in my castle, but I'm trying to figure out, is this like a cube or like a carpet, or what is it? We also got a white pumpkin decoration. An angry white pumpkin. Let's see, what is this? No, don't want that. We got a ribbon to decorate our creatures with. We can dress up. We can do dress up. Let's see, enemies, da 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 da. Oh, that's interesting. I like that. So we unlocked a spell that we can craft now, basically. Oh wow, we have 23 levels of reputation with the Sorcery Guild. So for defeating these very high-level bosses, we gain reputation with a certain guild, and doing so gives us permanent stat bonuses across every creature that we own in every class. So we get 0.1% extra spell damage, spell healing, and spell stat modification. Also, we unlocked new items in the guild's shop, which is great. And you can see all of the common treasure is on the left side of the screen now, those yellow texts. They're gone now. Right, so Giant Ruby... Wait, I think we have this. I think we have this in our team already. But I'm not sure. Do we have Ruby Attunement? I'll have to check. And then we got some more common loot on the left again. Let's see, let me check if we have Ruby Attunement, because if we don't, that would be really nice. Ruby... What's this third one? Aha, we do have Ruby Attunement. Okay, I just want to make sure, you know? The egg. What? This is an egg decoration that we can put in our castle. Oh, yeah. I don't think we have this on our team yet, but I've been meaning to put it there. Beans. Okay. Let me just check my creatures real quick, because I don't think we already have this. No, we totally don't. We totally don't. At the... I could put it on my walk-in, but... I'm trying to figure out who I would put it on, even. Does anybody have a trait that's like a third trait that's useless? Kind of? I don't like the Radiant Eclipse. We could just get rid of the Radiant Eclipse and put the, whatever the fuck that one is called. It's called, like... The trait material is called... The item is called, Neural Health Implant, so I'll just look it up from there. Just look it up on its name. Ooh, and we finished a bunch of projects. That's awesome. Projects... Actually, yeah, projects is exactly what they're called. Okay. Before we do that, because I'm gonna forget otherwise, we are going to adjust... the, we're gonna get rid of the, trait that's currently on my Priest of Light, the Radiant Eclipse trait, and we are going to, Give it the neural health implant, which I think we might be able to just find by its name, like... No. Hold on. It gives me the name of the fucking trait instead of the name of the material. So let me just real quick look for, neural health implants. Autonomous health is what it's called. Okay, we're just gonna slot or socket autonomous health into there. Autonomous health. There we go. And that should make our team much more powerful, I think. To be honest. What time is it? It's 9:30. That's crazy. We've already been streaming for 40 minutes. And we've only completed one realm. Okay. Oh yeah, let's turn in our projects real quick. So, we finished our hunt. That gave us knowledge about an Alcazar monster? I don't know how to pronounce that. Also, we completed a bingo line, yay! I think we're gonna get, these two as well, because we're about to complete a raid mission. Ooh, should we just complete the whole bingo? Because we've almost completed this tile as well. We'll just complete the whole bingo. Alright, so we did complete the raid mission, which gives us a lot of, common treasure. Cool. And we also finalized the pilgrimage for Muse, which will give us favor with the deity Muse, goddess of creation. So, yeah, we got a little bit of treasure for gaining favor levels and stuff. And the game is also telling us that we completed another bingo line, yay! But we want to finish the last bingo line. But also, before we do that, we're going to take another bounty for a very high level boss from a guild. Actually, before we do that, let's go to the sorcery guild and see what is in their shop now that is new. I don't think that's new. Obelisk of summoning. Target blah 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 blah. Oh, interesting. Oh. Oh. Wait, what? Target heals based on the... Oh. So this forces another creature to heal your creatures. That's very interesting, actually. I'm just gonna buy these inscriptions because they're one-time purchases and they're pretty cheap. So this will just... these will just unlock spells for me to craft later if I wish to. Oh, that's nice. Wait, when this creature dies, it deals damage to enemies equal to 35% of its attack. I'm buying that. I'm buying that. Hell yeah. Because we have a death-based team. After an enemy, blah, 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 and a bunch of decorations. Okay. And now, what does the Nature Guild give again for permanent stat chances, or stat bonuses? Plus stat boost effects, minus indirect damage taken. Siralim Ultimate? For breakfast? Siralim Ultimate? In front of my salad? Yeah, hi Figgies, how's it going? What does this one give? Stat reduction effects, minion damage, and debuff potency. This one is healing given, healing received, and, minus damage taken. Oh yeah, we should do a bounty for the Life Guild, honestly. What does this do? I'll just buy everything, basically. Target recovers, blah 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 blah. Oh, that's very nice. Okay. Yeah, let's take a bounty for someone. What kind of deity, what false god should we fight? Last time I fought Saint Althea, it did not go very well for me, so I'm not going to do that at the moment. Nebadar is always easy for me, Mindworm is always easy for me, Hydronox and Caliban are always easy for me. Impixen Reborn, I don't remember, I think it's easy. Let me just look real quick and see, like, Void Prime, Defiler, Necromancer, Reaver, and Mime. I don't think I have many. What about Lost Construct, real quick? I don't know. Actually, okay. So let me look these up real quick, because there's a Steam, like a fucking Steam guide, you know, Steam community guide that shows you what all of the false gods do. And I don't remember. Alright, so Lost Construct, based on minions, increases the... Oh yeah, Lost Construct shouldn't be too bad at all. What does it give again? Rune Knight, Siege Master, and Engineer? Dealing, damaging the enemy. I think Lloyd Prime shouldn't be that hard either, I don't think. Actually, we can do Jotun too, because they nerfed Jotun, I think. Why don't we do Jotun? Because I have barely any perks unlocked from those classes. There we go. We'll do Jotun. I'm probably gonna regret that. Even though Jotun was nerfed, I'm probably gonna regret that. Forgoth says, I heard you say salad. Did you see that salad cake in one of the discords? No. What? There was a salad cake? Which discord was this in? Was it in Choco's? I need to know how... This sounds cursed. This sounds cursed. Let's see. Get rid of that one. Get rid of that one. We just have a bunch of, like, useless, nether stones at this point. Speed, defense and speed, That's actually, this one isn't terrible, but I'm gonna get rid of it anyway. Yeah, I'll get rid of this one too. Spellgem slot, yeah, that's not super great either. We'll keep all of the other ones, how about? Oh, you'll send it to me in DM? Alright, alright. Thank you for that. Also, how much piety do we have now anyway? We have 28,000 piety, so we can afford to upgrade a little bit, kind of, some of our, artifacts. Hold on, do we even have anybody who's using Arbiter? Yes, we do. What does rank 60 do? Oh, meh. I'm kind of mad about that. Let's see, Blaze Fury, what does it do at rank 40? At the start of battle, the relic afflicts its bearer with burning. We don't want that, though. We don't want that. We don't like that at all. Let's see, Materium. Is anybody using Materium? No, nobody's using Materium on this team. So we're just not gonna do that. Let's see. 1,000 needles. I swear somebody is using 1,000 needles. So let's see how... We're not gonna be able to upgrade it to 40 though. Let's see, but that is a speed bonus. Who is using the fucking speed bonus thing? Okay. We're just... Maybe we'll save our piety for now. Or we can upgrade the reliquary to get a lot of decent bonuses. Let's see. Damage your relics deals with spells by 1% per rank. That's really cheap. Okay, so now our relics deal 20% extra damage with spells, which is 10% above before. What it was before. Alright, Korgoth, I'm gonna look at this salad cake. Oh. No. Cursed. Cursed. No. This is highly cursed. It's like a cake-shaped salad. No. I hate this. No. Why would someone do that? Why? This is also a really good bonus benefit thingamadoodle. But we're not gonna buy it for now, because we don't have much piety left. Also, I showed this off to someone else recently, but I want to show it off anyway. Let's see. I am in the credits for this game. As a, you can see me right, like near the bottom on the left side of text. See? I'm in the credits, because I was a Kickstarter backer. Yay! Okay. We're just going to probably... Oh, we need to start new projects. Okay. We're gonna start a pilgrimage for a deity who we have practically no favor with. Muse is probably still... Generos... Genaros? I don't know. We don't have much favor with him. Or Tamir Mergot. Or Shalan? Never know how to pronounce these. Alright, so we're gonna do a pilgrimage for Generos. Generos? Generos? I always call it Generos, but then it sounds like generous. Alright. Then we are going to start another raid project and another... Yeah, let's do another forage mission as well. Or project? Mission? Same thing, right? Because once we turn in our bingo card, which is hopefully going to be very soon, we might get another bingo card that makes us do a project, and then we'll be ahead of it, right? We'll be ahead of the thingy. Let's see, extra tech. Yep. We'll just, why don't we go to Amalgam Gardens? I don't think we've been there on stream before. Because there's just so many fucking realms. When you just pick a random realm, it's like... it's hard to find. Sometimes you don't get one for a while. This is one of the Kickstarter realms from a Kickstarter backer, I think. Borgat says, I have no idea. Choco posted it and was like, it seems American. I had to chime in saying I couldn't agree, but she's probably not wrong. Yeah, the cake salad. That is honestly cursed enough to be American, isn't it? It's too cursed to not be American. Let's just do firewall. Since my Priest of Light is confused, there is a chance that we would just kill ourselves on that, but I think we would probably be fine even if it killed like all of our other creatures. But we got lucky with the confusion, and it did not, in fact, kill us, so that's good. And we just won! We just won the battle, okay. Let me get a drinky real quick. Drinky. Water drinky. Okay. Water has been drinkied. Let's see. Cobblestone decoration. So you can have like little cobblestone paths in your castle if you wish. Oh my god. This is a large map. This is a large realm. We have been attacked by some Walpertingers. Is it like Walpertinger or Walpertinger? I always want to pronounce it Walpertinger, but I don't know if that's correct. I feel like that's also American too. It's just, I don't know. Walpertingers are not an American mythological creature, are they? You know what? I'm googling this now. Hold on. How to pronounce Walpertinger? Walpertinger. Hold on. It's German. I thought it was German. Hold on. Yeah, it's a W. It's not a, it's a W sound, not a V sound. Okay, I was wrong then. My instinct was wrong. And on Cult of the Lamb, there's been more reports of it not working on some PCs, so maybe I drew the unlucky straw. Yeah, I couldn't get it to connect to my Twitch account is the problem, like I would go in-game to connect my file to my Twitch account, and it would just be like... it would just freeze. And I had to, like, task manager it away, you know? It was just, like, sat there, and it's, like, not working. It was really frustrating, because I was doing the stream, like, somewhat late in the day, and I was, like, really excited to stream it, and then it's like, I'm too tired. I'm too tired to try and troubleshoot this right now. But I don't know if I'm actually going to play it at this point, because I already refunded it, and I don't want to be like, okay, well, I'm gonna buy it again. You know? I have done that before. I have gotten a game, refunded it, and then gotten it again later when I changed my mind. But I have never refunded something twice. I don't know if Steam would let me do that, but I've never attempted it, so... I'm at least slightly less insane than I otherwise would be. Now that I'm, like, finally awake, I'm like, oh god, there probably is shit I need to do in Haven. that can be done later today. That can be done later today, brain. No, I'll stop the stream if I get, if I'm, like, itching to play Haven. I won't push myself or nothing. Can you guys really trust me when I say that, though? Let's be real. I'm not gonna push myself, don't worry. Are you sure? No, but, I actually felt really good about my stream yesterday. Because, I streamed for under an hour, and, like, yeah, I did feel kind of bad about it, but I'm getting better about that, and, like, I didn't push myself to stream longer than it felt good, if that makes sense. Like, I just stopped after it started to feel bad, and I'm very proud of myself for that, because that is the kind of thing that, like, I would push myself to go longer just because I feel like I should, you know? Oh, and Grounded is coming out at the end of September. They're going to be doing a shared world, so you can play even when the host can't. Ooh! Still not sure on crossplay, though. You have to let me know when it's out, and if I'm feeling up to it, I'll stream it for you. Like, even if we can't play together, that would probably be funny, or, you know, like, fun. Just to, you know, get your reaction to my, you know, reaction, I guess. Not that you have to attend all of my streams or anything. Now, see, now I keep saying that, like, so much. Not that I've become a true Tsuen, where, like, every time I say, yeah, no, not that it's a bad thing or anything, I feel like I can't be trusted because I feel like people can't trust me when I say that kind of thing. You know what I mean? I was just like, since I started playing Haven with this lovely group, I think I already said this on stream yesterday or something like that, I've been so painfully aware of, like, my own anxiety and how, like, not aware of the anxiety itself, but of me, like, responding to it and being like, no guys, I'm okay, don't worry, and nobody even asked. You know, like, either me projecting my anxiety onto others, or me, like, thinking, like, you know, worrying about other people worrying, or blah 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 blah, that kind of thing. Korgoth says, I'll totally play with you if I can. Yeah, I like seeing how people who don't know how to play it, but play other survival games. Yeah, because you know me, I'm a survival game junkie. I want to get back to card survival soon. Maybe we'll wait until the final card survival update. Because I don't know, it might be in 1.0 already, I don't think so. But, like, once it hits 1.0, or, like, whenever the devs are like, okay, we're done. Whenever that happens, why don't we play it again? I mean... Ooh, interesting. But, like, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, card survival. I mean, I'll play it whenever I feel like it, but I think it would be a good time to start thinking about it when it gets that final update. Quote-unquote final, because I'm sure the devs are going to keep supporting it. Or maybe not, I don't know. Also, the devs have been working really fucking hard on that thing. Like, it's almost at 1.0, I think, and it's only been in early access for, like, since a little bit before I started streaming, maybe? Like, or maybe not. So that's been, like, less than a year that it's been in early access, I think. I'm not sure on that. But, like, they've made so much progress during that time, it's insane. It's actually crazy. They've been very active, they've been very, like... And it's not like they're just pushing out, like, bug fixes or anything. Bug fixes are great, but also, like, they're doing actual content, right? Which is, can be a lot more labor-intensive than bug fixes. So it's like... I mean, it depends on the bug fixes and the volume of them, I guess, but, like... Oh, hey, they say crossplay is the next update, so I guess that will be on full release. Oh, that's great to know. For Grounded. Wow, okay. We should totally play together then. If/when I feel up to it, right? Sometimes I'm just like, oh, this game sounds fun, but I really don't want a new game right now. Or sometimes I'm like, you know, I think that's where I am with Grounded right now, where I'm like, there's too much other shit that I want to play, and it looks appealing, but not appealing enough that I want to drop the other games I'm playing, if that makes sense. But keep trying to sell it to me. I'm not gonna stop listening to you sell it to me, you know? We did not get another realm this time, so we cannot complete our bingo. I don't think. No, we did not get another realm that time. Okay. We finished health training. Yes. Okay. We finished a Keyforge mission, or project, and we're gonna do another Keyforge... Yeah. Gonna do another Keyforge mission, project thing, and we're gonna do another health training project. It's cool, Bear. I'm never bored of it, so even if it's like months/years later. Okay, cool. What were we doing? Oh yeah, I was going to use scrolls of health on our creatures. Let me check what scrolls our creatures have already. Priest of Light has been maxed out with health scrolls. Night Colossus has 5. Meraxis has 2. Walken has 9. Sparktail Searcher doesn't have any, but I'm kind of thinking of replacing him soon. Brave Little Bot has 5. So let me just real quick. Okay. Yeah, I'm perfectly fine with putting scrolls on Brave Little Bot, so I am... Hold on, let me check Meraxis. Yeah, I'm not going to be getting rid of Meraxis anytime soon either, so I will give him some HP scrolls, and then I'll give the rest of them to Brave Little Bot, maybe? So this will just increase Meraxis's base stats. So right now he's got 78,000 health total, and right now he's got 80,000 health because we increased his base HP. There you go. So that's a total of 5 HP scrolls on, or no, it's, okay, I'll give him another one. I thought he already had 3, but I guess he had 2? There we go. Yeah, so now he has 5 health scrolls that's been used on him. You can only use a total of 15 scrolls across all of the stats for a single creature. I'll put one on Walken too, actually, because Walken is pretty important. And I don't... Let me check. Are we going to replace him anytime soon? Let me check. No, we're not getting rid of him anytime soon. Okay. So we will use a scroll of health on him. Then we will use one on Brave Little Bot, and another on Brave Little Bots. Okay. Now we just need more scrolls. These things take forever to get, so... Right, hold on, I'm gonna get a water. A drink of water, I should say. Pardon me. We earned an achievement! So Korgoth, I was telling you there's lots of achievements in this game. And one thing I like about it is that we actually get bonuses in-game for getting achievements. So, for each achievement has a different amount of achievement points, and as we collect achievement points, we earn more piety from all sources of piety. Which is good. Very good. Speaking of piety, Goblet of Trials is almost full, which is a big source of piety, so... Let's just keep moving on, honestly. 5 realms, 583, we're just gonna try and get more prizes. 261, we can keep re-rolling. Oh, no! I re-rolled the here we go. Okay. 370% item bonus, that's insane. Let's see, where do we want to go? Let's just roll a random realm. 5,000 achievements. Yeah, Korgoth, and I only have, like, 1,500 of them after 500 hours. So that's why I was saying, yeah, this game is very long-term with achievements. So it's not good, like, if you're just trying to collect the achievements, but, like, if you're gonna play the game anyway, collecting the achievements is very fun. Kill everyone. Come on, don't stop dodging that, you dingus. Very silly mummy. Very silly mummy, don't do that. There we go. He's dead. Now he's alive again. He just keeps dodging. There we go. We killed him. A lot of the... pardon me. A lot of the achievements are also, like, the same thing, but, like... different? Like, sometimes they'll, like, there's an achievement for, like, reaching mastery level 5 with a monster, and then another achievement for reaching mastery level 10, for example. Or there's an achievement for, you know, completing a certain amount of quests on one class, and then a certain amount of quests on another class. So there's, a lot of them are just, like, quote-unquote repeat achievements. That you'll just, but, like, most of them you'll just get by grinding, naturally, so. Mummies! Mummies! In Japanese, they call it Mira. Which I say with my, intentionally bad American-Japanese accent. Because I am too terrified to attempt to speak Japanese in a Japanese way. Because I'll be embarrassed. Korgoth says, I've been working on a few games with achievements. Like I said, Assassin's Creed Valhalla has a bunch I'm just not going to do. So many are like, set yourself on fire and unalive 3 enemies without breaking their shields. Yeah. Some of them are just, like, very not fun in some games. It's just like, here's the thing that's hard to do. Space Mountain has redeemed a hydrate redeem. Thank you! Okay, water acquired. Pumpkin pie haircut. What? Pumpkin pie haircut? I've no— Is this a thing? Is this a thing? What? What's the pumpkin pie haircut? What? I don't know what that means. I don't know what kind of haircut is that. I mean, clearly it's the kind of haircut that I got for dress up, but like, what? Is that a thing that I've just never heard of? Strange. Decoration, decoration. Oh, it's a little goat. It's a little goat plushie. Little goat plushie. My favorite kind. Kind of. I don't know, I have a lot of teddy bears, but, because I was collecting them at some point, but, like, then I ran out of room, because I was just getting, like, any bear, and people were just, like, buying me bears like crazy, because I collected them, but I have no more room for them on my bookcase. So anyway, I've always been a bit weird about collectibles, because I'm like, what will I do with them? Where will I put, like, I'm not gonna use them for anything. But I think recently I kind of realized, like, collectibles are about, it's not about, what is going on in the game right now? Why is everyone dying? I think I realized something about collectibles recently, which is like, and I'm guessing this isn't true for everyone, but like, for a lot of people, I think collectible items, like anime figures or whatever, is similar to like tattoos, in which it's like a self-expression thing, where like, you collect things that are important to you, similar to like tattoos are a form of self-expression where you kind of immortalize things that are important to you on your skin, right? At least if I got a tattoo, that's why I would do it. I don't have any tattoos, and I don't plan to get any just because, like, I don't think I have the right attitude for it, where, like, if I got a tattoo of, like, like, I don't know, like, my VTuber model is important to me, but if I got a tattoo of, like, something related, like, even distantly to my VTuber, like, it doesn't have to be, like, you know, my VTuber model or whatever. Anyway, but, like, if I got, like, a tattoo of, like, a moon or something, or, like, stars or something like that to represent my VTuber model, I would just, like, after 6 months, I would cringe at it, because I'm so, like, I'm not very kind to past me, and I'm just like, ooh. Or, like, what if I have a bad experience, and I don't want to think about my past as a VTuber or something like that. You know what I mean? That's my fear, that's my ultimate fear with getting tattoos, is like, what if I don't want to remember this thing that I'm immortalizing, you know? Like, what if I don't want it to be a part of me anymore? Porgoth says, my D&D minis are definitely important to me. I miss D&D. Yeah, I get that. But I kinda like, I didn't really get anime figures, if that makes sense, but now I get it. Like, you're just kind of, like, collecting stuff that's important to you. And, you know? Like, I get it in that, if, like, that's why you're collecting anime figures, and if that's not why you're collecting anime figures, no hate. Like, that's just one reason to collect them, which is something that I deeply relate to, if that makes sense. This is kind of a tangent. It's definitely a tangent. But one thing that one thought that I had about, like, virtual pet games and other online browser game community thingies, one thing about them that I realized recently, and, like, recently as in, like, the past few years, is that one of the reasons I like them is that aspect of self-expression. Like, there's collectibles in it that you can, like, you know, there's dress-up. There's, you know, you can communicate with other players, you know, make your own profile page, that kind of shit. And it's all a bit archaic, right? Because nobody does that shit anymore. I mean, like you have a bio on, you know, on Twitter or whatever, you'll write text in your bio, but, like, it's not like it used to be, right? But, and I'm not saying that like, Twitter should be this way. But I'm just saying I'm specifically talking about, like, older times, I guess, in those kind of games. You know, like Gaia Online and, you know, Neopets, all that kind of shit. But one thing I realized about it is that I think it's actually, like, unironically really good for, like, kids, in a way. Because it kind of allows them to experiment with identity, in a way, if that makes sense. Like, it's dress up in like, you can dress up your character in an aesthetic that you want to try out. But you don't have to be that, like, you don't have to try it out IRL and be like, you know, have your parents be like, you can't be goth, that's weird. Or have your friends be like, you can't be goth, that's weird. It's a very, like, safe platform for experimenting with identity, if that makes sense. And VTubing is the same way, to be honest. Like, I'm always talking about how, sorry, I was reading Twitch chat. I'm always talking about how, like, I love VTubing because, like, various reasons, but one of the reasons I love it as an idea and as a culture slash community is, that, like, um, there's, you know, there's, like, I don't know, it's, how do I explain this? There's, like, it's kind of like in MMOs where, like, you can be, you know, like in an MMO, if you're a dude and you're playing a girl character, nobody blinks an eye, you know? Nobody, no, nobody is a, you know, like, oh wait, are you trans? You know? So it's a platform for people to experiment with gender identity and gender presentation and blah 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 blah. And people won't be weirded out by it because, like, if you're a dude and you have an anime girl avatar, that's just normal in the VTuber VTuber circles. Which I think is fantastic because it is a safe way to be like, haha, I'm a girl now, haha. Just kidding, I'm a guy. You know? You don't have to out yourself, but you can still experiment with it. And I say this as a, cis woman. But you know what I mean? You know what I mean? That's one reason I love it, is like, it's a way to experiment with identity and self-expression, and it's just like, that's just part of the culture of VTubing, I think. The other, and one other reason I love it is because, like, in this is the same idea, but in a different way. I love it because, like, I feel like a lot of the things that the internet was like, ew, that's so cringe, are now, like, being normalized by VTubing. Like, having an anime sona or having a fursona. People are just like, that's just normal now. Or it's being more normalized. And, like, because, you know, there was this period on the internet where people were like, ugh, your OC is like a fallen angel or whatever. You know? That's so cringe. Ugh, that's so unoriginal. That's so edgy. But, like, nobody cares now. There's so many angel VTubers, demon VTubers, vampire VTubers, werewolf VTubers, furry VTubers, and nobody fucking cares. And it's fantastic. Like, people can just do their cringe, quote-unquote cringe shit, and, like, people don't care about it. You know, at least inside the VTuber community, I feel like there's a lot less people being like, ugh, your VTuber is cringe. Because it's cliche or edgy or whatever. You know? I feel like there's a lot less of that. Obviously there are people who are gonna be like that, and fuck you, I guess. But, like, but I think there's less of it. I think there's, less, like, shaming people just for doing what they want to do. Like, I love seeing ridiculously edgy, like, you know, vampire, demon, whatever. And it's not just the edgy ones, it's like the ridiculously cute cat girl ones too. But I love seeing people do that and being able to, like, freely just, like, do it because it's fun. Like, your VTuber model doesn't have to be a masterpiece, it just has to be fun, right? Like, that's the point. You know? And I love that. I love that so much. Where is the last Yeti family? Don't tell me. No, it's not over there. Where is this motherfucker? Ah, it's up in the northeast. Okay. If Korgoth says, if I do VTubing, I would probably be a half-orc. I had artwork of my character once, but it's gone now. Maybe I can get it back through Dropbox. This reminds me, Canoe, you should DM me about this so that I can remember, because we were talking about backing up all of my stuff a while ago, and you gave me a tip like, oh, it's really easy to do, you just press this button in Windows or whatever, and I was like, I've forgotten how to do it now, and I keep forgetting to ask you, but this just reminded me of how, like, none of my art and shit is backed up anywhere, and if my computer dies in the next 5 minutes, everything I have done for the past 5 years will be lost. Oops. Oops. So, yeah. Here, I'm gonna DM you about that right now, Canoe, so I don't forget. Here. Remind me to ask you about how to back up my shit easily. There. I have DM'd you. Korgoth says, mine was for a game we designed, so the artist kept all the artwork. Yeah, I guess that kind of makes sense. Kind of. I would like if it were me, I would have just given PSDs to, you know, whoever was leading the project or whatever. Because, like, I don't know. I feel like, I don't know. I feel like that's just kind of standard. Anyhow, look at all the piety we got. My dog is snoring, y'all. It's so cute. Okay. So we got some piety, we got some assorted other treasure that doesn't really matter. Piety is better, so... let's see... Purgatorian, Evoker, or Trickster specs. So, we cannot level up the Goblet of Trials without using one of those specs. Purgatorian, Evoker, or Trickster. And out of those three, the only ones that I actually the only one that I actually have a decent team for... Oh, yeah, Korgoth. I keep forgetting you had your PC stolen. Yeah, that sucks. We still didn't get another realm, by the way. We still haven't completed our full bingo card. It's probably a waste at this point to not turn it in, but, Oh, is this new treasure thing? This week, enemies have a 100% greater chance to spawn with a skin, which means you'll get the skin, I guess. That's awesome. I think I've seen one of those already today. What? Let me just look at skins real quick. We have... These are golem skins? Animatus skins? What? I've never seen this. Have I never seen this Animatus race? Huh, weird. Anyway. Yeah, I actually have this skin equipped to one of our colossus, one of our creatures. Carcinization. There's a crab skin for god spawns. Oh my god, we're using this right now. He's a crab now! He's a crab! Oh my god. Amazing. There's a Christmas tree skin for Vertrog. Oh my god. Let's see. Cosmic Pitworm. That's actually really cute looking. Let's see. Oh my god. A shark! A big zombie shark thingy. Cool. Crab. Yeah, exactly. Crab. Crab. A bunch of skins for different creatures. Oh, that's a skin for Dickia. That's actually a good one. Looks good. Ice Flanker, the unicorn. Librarian skin. I love this skin very much. Let's see. Lunar Horse. Make a hero. My Cronus. Dun, 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 dun. Creature called. I don't know that creature. Interesting. Oh, I guess it's one of the god spawns. Peep skin. Let's see, you can have a pinata skin for your unicorn. That's adorable. A rat carver. That's cute. That's very cute. Oh, this one's cute too. What? I'm trying to look for. I'm trying to look for the skin that I saw earlier today, but I don't think we actually have it. Nope, we don't. I don't know. Maybe it wasn't a skin that I saw. I don't know. I have no idea, to be honest. So we're gonna swap to Purgatorian. I'm probably gonna regret this because we're gonna die. This is my other team that is very incomplete, I guess. It's not very good. Or maybe I just want to re-roll the fucking... Yep, no. We're sticking with Blood Mage for now. I don't want to die right now. We're sticking with Blood Mage. We'll just re-roll the Goblet of Trials, whatever the fuck it's called. Costs 5,000 essence, but we'll be fine. Aha! Now we got Blood Mage as one of the fucking specs that it asks you to use. I'm gonna get a sip of soda real quick. I'm probably not gonna need any actual caffeine until like another hour from now, or two, or yeah, just 1 or 2 hours. But I'm gonna take it anyway. I'm just gonna have a little bit, right? A little bit. We need more treasure than that. There we go. That's charges, max extra traits, blah 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 blah. Let's just go to a random realm and look for nether realms. Look at these enemies. They cannot take damage that exceeds 25% of their maximum health. Good thing we multicast. Quite a lot. Well, not that much, I guess. But enough. Probably. They should die. They should die very shortly. One more. One more. There we go. Everyone's dead now. Where are we anyway? We're we're like in the middle of the realm, I guess. Look, whites. I love whites. I don't. They're annoying. Annoying. Korgoth says, whatever they are paying the sprite designer probably isn't enough. Those are pretty impressive sprites. It's one or two people too, I think. I know there's at least one woman who does the sprites. Really lovely work, obviously, but I don't know how she's getting paid. I think she might like just be a mainstay on the team now and might be getting like a person to I have no idea. I cannot say one way or the other how much she's getting paid. But yes, I agree. She does fantastic work. I believe she might have had help with this, but she also redid all of the creature sprites in the game for this installment of the series, which is over 1,000 sprites. Maybe like 1,500 or more. So that's absurd. I would never do that. Not that I'm saying it's bad that she did. I'm just saying, like, how? How did you do it? How has it been? How did that happen? How does anyone have energy and time for that? It's fantastic. Great job. Great job. Great job. Good going. Oh my good lord. Yeah, it's, oh, whoa, okay, we just one-shot it, I guess. Whoa, what? What? We just one-shot that motherfucker. That doesn't usually happen to me with mimics. That's strange. We are on, what depth are we on? 584? I think that's current. Yeah, that's gotta be current. That's the current realm depth. We're not, like, over-leveled or anything. I think. Oh. We haven't put that on our team yet. We need to put that on our team. I'm pretty sure we have, oh, another mimic. Cool. I'm pretty sure we have, like, yeah, words. Let me just attack this guy. Okay. I forget what I was gonna say. I was just gonna say words, that's all. Nothing important. No important words, just regular ones. Stop prevent the damage. Stop doing that. Very rude. Haha, it's dead. Wow, we've been streaming for almost an hour and a half. That is wonderful. I'm glad I don't know if I'm building up my stamina necessarily, because I still haven't been streaming that much, but, like, I feel pretty good right now. I think I probably won't make it past 2 hours, if I get there even, but, like, I'm glad, not because my streams have to be long, but I'm just glad because, like, it feels good to have streamed this much and not, like, I'm not past my limit, if that makes sense. I'm having fun, and I like it. Please give me another realm, please. Please? Please give. So basically it's this, like, portal-looking, this, like stone door portal-looking thing that we're looking for, which takes us into, like, a room with some kind of treasure or whatever. Or, like, a monster encounter or whatever. And if we only need to go through, we only need to find one of them and go through it, and then we will finish our entire bingo card. Maybe I'll just wait until we finish our bingo card and then I'll stop stream. Or, like, that might take a long time, so who knows. We'll see what happens, right, guys? We'll see what happens. For now, I feel pretty good. How are you guys doing, by the way? I haven't actually asked chat how they're doing today. I mean, it's early. It's very early morning, at least where I live. It's... well, actually, no, I guess it's 10 now. It's only 10. I guess that's still early for night owls, though. Like, There are some people who are probably not even awake right now. Like, I mean, definitely, but like some people who I know personally who, you know, I know are night owls. I woke up at like 7:30. Piper was kind of being nudgy, wanting to go outside and stuff. But I didn't take her because the dog walker was coming. So yeah. Dog walker came, she was very excited, she barked and barked and barked, which I would rather she not do, just because she's gonna wake up the whole building, but like, it wasn't too bad. You know, she just did a little bit of barkies, very loud. I mean, it was a lot of barkies, but like only for a minute until the dog walker got inside. Oh, we just one-shot the treasure golem, that's nice. Huh. We don't actually want any of those items. I mean, they're good to have, but, like, we don't need them, you know what I mean? There wasn't anything super juicy in that, pile of loot. That being said, obviously we get currencies from that- oh, hi. Spell main master. Ooh, let's fight some spell mains then. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Oh well. But, like... what was I gonna say? I was gonna talk about, loot. Oh yeah. We do need a lot of the currencies that we can get from those loot piles. So we just gotta save that up slowly. Korgot says, I'm debating on what to do for lunch. Is it lunch already where you're from? Or I guess you're just thinking about it. 'Cause it's 10 where I'm from. And then a lot of my friends live on the west coast. So, wait, what is- oh, we have to interact with totems. Boo! Don't want to. But like, you're an hour ahead of me? Okay. Because I'm used to people being like, lately I've been interacting with a lot of West Coast people and people in the Midwest, so it's like, I'm like, what? What time is it for you? East Tennessee, I guess. That's Tennessee, right? Do you ever like forget what the abbreviations, like which state they're for? Because I sure do. Am I outing myself as a dummy? Nah, I think everybody does that. Okay. We're fighting critters. You don't think you know all the state abbreviations either. Yeah, like sometimes I find myself just like confused. Like is that Michigan or Missouri or Minnesota or Mississippi, you know? Actually, now that I mention it, I don't even know. I mean, I know the abbreviation for Missouri, but I don't know which one is MI. Is it Mississippi or Minnesota or Michigan? I think MI is Michigan, right? I think. That's what my instinct says. Where's this last fucking totem? My dog is snoring again. Oh, it's right over there. Okay. My dog is snoring and it's very, very cute. Very cute doggy snores. She's just like in her sleep. It's so cute. Yeah, I don't know which one is MI. I know Missouri is MO. MI is Michigan, Mississippi is MS. What about Minnesota? Is that MN? I feel like that's MN. Oh, we got a plushie for our castle. Yeah, MN, okay. Only because you live in Mississippi, okay. I had to look back at the previous message when you said only because I live in MS. I'm like, wait, which one is that again? Which one is that again? Oh my gosh. I want to finish this fucking bingo. I want to finish the bingo. Where is it? Ugh. We have to do another boss at the next realm. I think I'm gonna call it here, probably. MA is Massachusetts, but ME is Maine. I knew the Maine one. I knew ME was Maine. Yeah, I'm gonna call it here, guys, just so that I don't, like, push myself too hard, because I know Like, I'm having fun now, but if I go too far, I might just, like, not have fun at the, around the middle of the next realm. And I want to get in the habit. Oh, hey, Evan Waffles. Evan Waffle just got here. We're not going to end stream. Fuck it. We're doing one more realm. I gotta do a realm for Evan Waffles. And then I'm gonna call it. We're gonna do one more realm and then I'll call it. Hi, Evan. I was gonna end the stream a little bit early, but you got here and now I want to hang out with you. It's just my... To be fair, last time I tried to end a stream and got interrupted, it ended up being a 7-hour stream that I had a blast on. I'm not gonna do 7 hours today, but I'll probably have... do self-care, Bear. But I want to hang out with Evan. Evan, I want to hang out. You're right, though. You're right. Okay, okay. After this fight, I'll end it. Let me just see if there's another realm nearby, though. No, I don't see one. Wasn't that the Multiverse's 7-hour stream? Yes, it was. It was. And that was so fun. Even though my computer was overheating the whole time. Okay. Okay, we'll hang out off stream, I guess. Okay. Well, thank you guys for watching. Shout out to Figgies and Ghost Sphere Games who are supporting me on Coffee. Very lovely people. All of you are very lovely people, to be honest. Let me see, real quick if there's anyone else playing Siralim in any capacity. Siralim. Siralim Ultimate. No, I'm the only person playing What about Siralim 3? Maybe? Where's this fucking... Nobody's playing it. Okay, never mind. Damn it. I wanna host... I wanna raid someone. Have a good one, Bear. We'll talk to you in Discord, I'm sure. Oh, yeah. We all will. Let me see, am I following... Oh, yeah, let's raid Rose. Okay, let's raid Rose. /raid Rose. Alright. Alright, you guys enjoy the raid. Okay, bye! Actually, I guess we've still got a few moments. Because the raid is counting down. Love you guys, though. Talk to you on my Discord server. Come to my Discord server if you're not already there. Alright, bye!